Jeffree Star and James Charles calls out Mikayla Nogueira for mascara blunder. Jeffree Star is back, and it looks like the beauty community is once again alive and, as usual, full of drama and shades. It all started with a mascara, but it turned out to be a battle over who was more credible when giving makeup reviews. It got even more intense because Jeffree Star and James Charles joined the bandwagon in giving honest and unbiased reviews of the said mascara. Does this mean that Jeffree is finally back to giving makeup reviews? What kind of mascara is this that made him come out from his ranch and do the review himself? In case you didn't know, a beauty influencer named Mikayla posted a video on TikTok of herself putting on L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara. This pretty innocent move was not well received by fans and caused controversy among beauty influencers. Mikayla has over 14 million followers, however, not all of them were happy with the way Mikayla promoted the product. Viewers quickly noticed that something wasn't right. Upon closer inspection, it seemed that Mikayla was wearing falsies or wispies and had directly applied the product to them. Naturally, Mikayla denied wearing one, but fans were not buying it. They were disappointed that Mikayla had gone down this path of trying to trick her fans into buying a product even if it wasn't that great. She's a beauty influencer, and fans felt that what Mikayla was doing was false advertising. Now, being beauty influencers may sound easy and glamorous, but they need to work harder to earn their fans' trust. It's their responsibility to give honest reviews of certain beauty products. They should always tell the truth and not fake the results. People expect beauty influencers to present products honestly and show how they actually look once applied to a person. They trust beauty influencers more than commercials. In commercials, people knew that everything was staged to make the product look good. It's different with beauty influencers. People view them as someone who could be trusted to give accurate and unbiased details about the products because their names and reputations were at stake. People now easily get disappointed over reviews done by influencers. When a beauty influencer gives a good review but the product turns out to be subpar or bad, that influencer will instantly lose hundreds of followers. No one can blame them because they relied on these influencers' words to decide if a certain product was a good buy or not. Viewers expect influencers to present products honestly, showing how they actually look and work, not faking results. However, if it's a sponsored video, beauty influencers are expected to inform their viewers that they were paid to do the ad. They should not try to hide and make it look like they're not getting paid for saying the best things about the product. People already know what the influencers will say about the product because they're getting a check right after it. It will boil down to whether that influencer has a strong influence over her followers that will make them want to buy the product, even if they're aware that it's a sponsored video. But the thing with Mikayla now is that she took advantage of her huge following to endorse a product that's good but not as great as what she was implying. In her video, she gushed about how the mascara changed her life. "This literally just changed my life. This looks like false lashes. I'm speechless, and I'm not sure anyone is ever going to be able to compete with this product." There was nothing wrong with saying this, especially if Mikayla really loved the way it looked on her. But aside from allegedly wearing falsies, she also did not disclose that this was a sponsored post. All she did was add a hashtag with the brand's name. This is not new, and many influencers have been doing it. Instead of saying loudly and clearly that they're paid to do the videos, they just put hashtags in the caption. Two other influencers had also done their own reviews about L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara, and like Mikayla, they only used hashtags. Kirsten Titus and Bretman Rock posted their own videos using the product. However, their final look was not the same as Mikayla's final result. This just intensified the speculation that Mikayla indeed wore fake lashes. Of course, Mikayla denied wearing one, and there were a lot of people defending her. But the way people defended her was not because they trusted and loved her. They were saying that Mikayla did that because she was getting a fat check. This is something that does not sit well with many. This just shows that there are beauty influencers who are willing to tell lies and fool people just because they're getting paid. This is just messed up and ridiculous. As for Mikayla, people believe that this was not the way L'Oreal wanted her to advertise their mascara. They expected her to say only good things about the product, but not to the extent of lying about it by wearing falsies. Everyone who used the product seemed to be looking well without any extra special effects on their eyes. This issue has gotten so big that even Jeffree Star has returned to what he does best, giving honest reviews all the way. He has been called back by many of his fans because of Mikayla's review. Jeffree has always been known as one of the very few people who did not hold back in giving comments and sharing opinions about a specific makeup product, no matter how big or popular the brand was. He was being tagged by the people who wanted to hear from him alone about whether the mascara is good or not. Jeffree announced his return on his TikTok page, saying,
"Oh, I definitely have been hearing you loud and clear this week. You've woken up, beast. And I'll be reviewing makeup starting again next week. A lot of foundations and mascaras and certain things I hear may be fraudulent. So if y'all want an unbiased that's been reviewing makeup for 10 years, that has never accepted a coin from one brand to ever say a product is amazing, then stay tuned, because the back."
As promised, Jeffree did his own review of the mascara, and he was throwing shade at Mikayla every chance he got. In his video, Jeffree said,
"But we're on TikTok now. I've taken 2 months off from reviewing makeup, and girl, y'all really awoken up the Loch Ness Monster. So allegedly, the telescopic lift L'Oreal mascara is the best mascara in the world, and no brand may ever be able to compete with it." All right, let's open this up and address the hot topic. So allegedly, L'Oreal has been sending out this mascara, and Miss Mikayla reviewed it. The internet blew the up, and a lot of people think that she's wearing a false lash at the end of her eye. Now, as a makeup artist, since I was 20 years in the game, it looks peculiar. It looks bizarre. The mascara is on, it looks cute, and then all of a sudden there's a swish, and all of a sudden there's some extra shit on the end, and I don't know what the fuck it is.
Jeffree also expressed his view on sponsorships, saying that he doesn't object them, just people who accept them and then deceive others, saying,
"So we're gonna review this unbiased. You couldn't pay me $1 million to say this shit's good. You can't pay me anything because I make my own money, my own dollar. I'm independent, and there's nothing wrong with taking sponsorships. Let me just start off by saying that. Get your coin, get your hustle. But Mikayla, you set the tone now. I used to set the tone on YouTube. When I said something did not work, the internet knew I was telling the truth. So when people are distrusting you, you gotta understand why. And they're paying people a lot of money. So I wanna be honest with you guys. I used to be friends with all the influencers, right? Rest in peace. And I would see them accept $100,000, $250,000 to say a product was good. And they would lie. I would see it would make me sick to my stomach, and I'm glad that I don't associate with those people anymore.
Later, Jeffree gave his final thoughts on the mascara, saying,
"All right, the mascara is fully on. It's really pretty. I think the bottom lashes look stunning. Now, but you guys, I have reviewed about 100 mascaras on TikTok and YouTube combined, and girl, it's cute. It's very affordable. I love that it's $15. It separated the lashes. It looks pretty. Is it the greatest thing on the planet? No, but I'm not getting paid to say that."
He also cautioned viewers to be wary when listening to product reviews and not to believe everything they see, saying,
"So I really just want to give one last statement. You guys are allowed to like whoever you want, respect whoever you want, watch whoever you want, but be careful. Do not be influenced so easily by people, and be careful. A lot of these people are accepting money. They have things to pay for. They got a life to live, and I don't know. It makes me very uncomfortable. The beauty space has changed immensely, and there's only a few top dogs now. And if they're going to be lying to everyone, then I'm never going away."
James Charles also reviewed the mascara and uploaded a video to his second TikTok account. Despite claiming that the video was not meant to spread negativity, there were a few hints probably aimed at Mikayla.
So this is the new L'Oreal Telescopic Lift Mascara, and I did receive this in PR, but unlike a lot of the other videos going up right now, I was not paid to talk about this. Let's try it out and see if the hype is actually as good as people are saying. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was a little bit skeptical about this mascara just because of some of the reviews that I have seen, but now I wish that I was getting paid for this review like everybody else, because I think it's actually pretty good. It did a nice job of lifting up the lashes, they look nice and black. It's, you know, a good quality mascara that I would probably reach for again, and no Ardell Wispies necessary.
James must have been relieved to not be the center of controversy for once, but it was intriguing that he still wanted to join in on the conversation. Of all the people who threw shade at Mikayla, the most surprising one was from Ulta. A TikTok video was posted showing the Ulta store displaying Mikayla's picture in between the false eyelashes and the mascara. This was such bold behavior from Ulta, especially since Mikayla used to work there. Mikayla has not commented on Jeffree and James' reviews of the mascara. She hasn't said much after denying that she was not wearing falsies. This whole mascara thing just blew up overnight. What do you think of all these? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Stay tuned for more interesting videos. Are you not entertained? If you are, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel.